I'll explain. I'll explain. I'll explain. I'll explain. So yeah, Johnny Bazooka Tone is basically a puzzle game. Holy shit, that is loud. That was really loud. Basically a puzzle game. So here's the deal. I actually like the game a lot, which I think is really unusual. I don't think Johnny Bazooka Tone is like by any means a beloved video game. Whoops. There. This is the demo, I think. Yeah, I'm not pressing buttons on the controller and Sonic's running around, so. Today's fruit is grapes. Don't let me forget. So the deal is with Platformageddon, it's really not about like routing like inscrutable puzzle boxes of games. It's about overcoming challenges and executing tricky platforming and stuff. And Johnny Bazooka Tone has none of that. Johnny Bazooka Tone is like Willy Beamish from the side. I think that's the name of that game. And so I want to beat it, but with Platformageddon games, if I'm stuck, I just look shit up. I don't care. And I didn't. Thank you. Hazel understands. Is the bot here? Oh, bot. Hang on. Hang on. Hey, Cerebro. So here's the deal. This is not a standard Platformageddon game, and it will not have a raffle at the end. Please understand that it is very important that you don't go in expecting a raffle at the end. All right, this is game number 30. Thank you, Jed. Game number 30, 1994. Chosen by Sheriff Ram. Sheriff Ram won the bingo when we were doing streamer bingo. And Sonic 3, which I decided is called Sonic the Hedgehog now. Sonic 3 was his pick for that. So bingo picks are not followed by raffles. That's the deal. So let me be clear. Hang on, I gotta get a bottle of water. I'm not. This is a bingo game. They're different. Thank you, Gotetsu. We're back down to sitting height. Does anyone have any thoughts on the audio balance? I think I said I wasn't in the mood to play an action game. Is the game the proper volume? Okay. So, Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles are in the Platformageddon list. And you look at the Platformageddon rules. Here they are. Should they be in there? No. But I want to play them, so they're in there. And Sheriff Ram picked this one. Okay, hang on. I bumped it down a decibel. A decibel. So how many saves do I have on this? None. All right. Stop it. You stop it. You have an attack. It's like a body projectile attack is the weird thing about it. So like, does it count? I don't know, but who cares? Because all this shit is totally arbitrary, so. The rules are what I say they are, you know? Isn't there a bonus ring really early on? Like down here or something, right? To the left, please. Yeah. No, the spin dash is the attack. Why am I doing this one? Is this the first one? So the spin dash is the qualifying attack for Platformageddon. But it's really just that, like, when I was putting together like the Genesis game list for this, there was so much like garbage in there, like cartoon licensed games developed by Ocean, and I was like, I don't want to play this. And then I saw Sonic and I was like, now Sonic I can do. Now Sonic I can get into. Did you see the other takes of the now Tane I can get into deal? But anyway, Sonic 1 is not in the list because it doesn't have it has a non-jumping attack technically, but it's so awkward. You have to build up a bunch of speed and then hit down. The spin dash is the Platformageddon attack, though. And the truth is, I didn't want to play like Green Dog without getting something in return. You know what I mean? Is there another one like down here or something? Not to the left, though. Wow. Hey, do you know the video where there's a girl vaping and then a kid goes, wow? Have you seen that? It was like a Vine or something. Have you seen the edit of it where they replace it with that wow, the noise he makes? Is this wow? 2, 3, 4. You just like, yeah. Oh, I was hoping this would be a bonus stage, but it isn't. How the hell do you get out of here, actually? Oh, duh. I don't care about these. I'm not doing these. Those are for if you're trying to 1cc the game. I'll leave 1ccing Sonic 3 to the Sonic experts. Wasn't there a deal over here? Yeah. Huh? They forgot to finish the stage. Oh, never mind. That would have been good to get last. No perfect. Yeah, there's no credits involved. And also it's Sonic. You know? Huh. I hope there's no secret down there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I went through a period where I wasn't a big Sonic 3 fan. I'm not really sure what my deal was. I can tell you what it was, actually. So I thought Sonic 3 was like really annoying with like level design where shit would just kind of pop out of the ground while you were going really fast and you couldn't react to it and it killed you. Or not killed you, but, you know, cost you your rings or there'd be like a spring in your way or something. I thought that there was more of that in Sonic 3 than in the other Sonic games, and I don't really know where I was getting that now. Multiple times now I've played like all of the Mega Drive Sonics back to back, and like they all feel the same. Oh, well, not Sonic CD though. I don't really know anything about that game. I played the PC port of it once. Oh my god, Dot. It is, yeah. Whoops. Oh, please, I insta-shielded. I bet I would have liked... What am I supposed to do with that, game? I streamed CD once. I didn't really care much for it. It like doesn't have enemies. It's so weird. Whoops. Huh, nothing. All right, I have a question. Do you know The Matrix? Have you heard of that? Oh god, okay. Do you know the Morpheus is fighting Neo scene? Where Morpheus is fighting Neo. Like Morpheus is training Neo on like dream kung fu, so he has him in the simulator. And I think it's Mouse hops in to tell everyone Morpheus is fighting Neo, and they all scramble in to watch. What? What gets you to do that with a Twitch streamer? You know what I mean? It could be a specific streamer or just like any streamer, you know what I mean? If it's like BBH is fighting the general and then everyone Bubsy 3. Me. I was so proud of that. I think that's one of the funniest things I've done on stream. I never said that it was only retro games on the wheel. I did set my category to retro, which I'm sure all the people who were browsing retro and saw Undertale were extremely displeased, but yeah, whatever. Any streamer playing MGS for the first time, I feel you. Also, I'm a little MGS'd out because like 17 people did their like first playthrough of MGS on stream recently, and after like the 5th one, I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's like that that game where you try to fit as many marshmallows into your mouth as you can. You know what I'm talking about? The 5th MGS one playthrough was the 28th marshmallow, and I was like, 29's not happening. Yeah, Chubby Bunny, yes. You think you'd be good at it? What are you doing over there, Tails? I just want bonus stages. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. MGS2. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play MGS2. I would like to. The issue is that I think when a game reaches a certain age, anyone who comes into your Twitch stream is going to assume that it is not your first time playing. And they'll just go, oh, hey, that thing that happens 14 hours into this is pretty cool, isn't it? It's like, what? Because I don't know anything about MGS2. Stream to Discord? I mean, I could, yeah. I don't think it'd be very fun, but... There's no bonuses. They didn't put any bonuses in the game, dude. I just want to do the blue spheres and call it a day. Hey, Rie, thank you. Yeah, sub only might cut out some of that. I think sub only like kind of gives people a bad impression though. Like if they go to a channel they've never seen before and it's in sub only mode, it's like, well, fuck you too then. I was gonna say hi, but not now. And like, sure, most people would be like, oh, right, this is for spoilers, but I don't think everybody would get that. The next bonus. Well, I missed some, haven't I? If I miss bonuses, you can tell me where they were. That's how we'll do it. I was about to make a really unfunny joke, and I'm glad I caught myself. Yeah, maybe. Why not? Oh, there's one down here. Down here. Damn, look at that. Italian diner tablecloth. Yeah, I was gonna say it makes me think of like Sam's brand sodas and stuff. $99 rings. It would be really funny if I got hit, but I didn't. Oh shit. All right, it's this way. Okay. Yeah, this is true Sonic 3. It's because it was a Platformageddon raffle pick. Well, a bingo pick, actually, not a raffle pick. That's why there's no raffle tonight. We don't want to get way too ahead on the raffle. So Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles are in there. And so Sonic 2. But not Sonic 1. The deal is that it is the spin dash that makes 2, 3, and Knuckles Platformageddon eligible. Hey, Terrathio. Chaotix. I didn't think about it. I don't have a way to play 32X games. Hey, Sayara, how are you? I don't have a way to play Sonic, or to play Sega CD games either. Although I will say, I think Sonic CD is like a little too, like, not action platformery for it. A 32X Mr. Core? I bet there is, actually. Okay, I could have done a third hit. That's weird. It dropped Sonic's jump input, but Tails read it. I hit the button and nothing happened, and then Tails jumped. I'll be damned. Here's the thing about this. We can't argue about it anymore because Yuji Naka has been using it to launder his reputation. So now we all have to admit it doesn't matter. Yo, I can make a tweet about Hydrocity versus Hydro City and people retweet that, but no one retweets it when I make a cool game. And then everybody's like, hey, how about how you're like the worst employer in history and he just hides all those replies? Hey, stop it. Oh, never mind. We're good. Whoa, that's a really cool thing. That kind of shit. I remember that happening constantly in Sonic 3, and then the last few times I played it, it's like, not really. I gotta go get... Gotta go back for more Olive. Oops. There we go. That took like 10 years. Halo Lith Treasure, yeah. What do you think? Hold right? No idea. Is there something in this wall, maybe? Nope. Well, I'm taking the long path now. Oh, that wasn't the right way. Whoops. Wait a sec. Damn. Did you see that? Yeah, look at that. Oh, I spawned the ring. Won't it like despawn on me now? Doesn't matter. I see. This is the stage where I usually start pause buffering. This D-pad's pretty messed up, honestly. I'm kind of surprised I haven't had any close calls yet. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's your close call. It's a 3-button Genesis controller, but you know, it's from when the Genesis was not new, but a console you could buy. Hey, Greffery. So it's very high, yeah. You know, I have a couple 6-button controllers and I don't like either of them. I am aware that build quality is kind of all over the place for those, and like it's something where like the Majesco ones are bad, but like most of them are better. I have to say, even my like good 6-button controllers, they just didn't feel right for most games. I think the buttons are too small for me. Damn, I was hoping there'd be a spring. I was looking for secrets. Why, Hellspectre? What did I do? Yeah, this is just Sonic 3. Well, not on this controller. This is a 3-button. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo controllers held up fine. It's, I have issues with all Sega and Mega Drive, or Genesis and Mega Drive controllers. You don't like this boss? Why? That's a Sonic 3 thing. Isn't it? Or wait, no, it was supposed to play the Hey, Come On, right? Why didn't it? This is a good ass song. That's a bug in this version, I'll be damned. Okay. I don't like this Sonic sprite as much as the Sonic 2 sprite. This is Donkey Kong Country to me, this sprite. Man, this song is tight, dude. Controversial opinion. Fair. How do you get this? Because, yeah, there we go. Oh, it's just a one-up. Who cares? Where's the Mickey Mouse hand? I guess there's not one here. Also, that do-do-do-do-do-do in the background, that's Kirby. You know what I mean? What the? Weird, I couldn't make that jump. Whoops. No, you got it. A hidden pizza, like the one in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that the AVGN was upset about. That's an interesting pick. That song, to me, not my favorite of the, like, beta songs. Oh, ho, 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 what a funny game. What a funny game. I know I've been talking about this a lot. Does anyone else here watch Evil? It's a Paramount Plus series. They gotta start fucking sponsoring me. I want Michael Emerson to do an alert for me, and in character is Leland Townsend. Are you listening to me, Paramount? I've been doing pro bono marketing for you for a week and a half. Wait. This one is such a pain. Is that his name, Michael Emerson? There. Hey, thank you, Luna. One more. Okay, I have to read chat because I need to know if anyone else watches Evil. I can't look at chat during those at all. Nobody. Nobody. See, you guys, I'm not gonna get my Paramount Plus sponsorship if you don't start watching Evil. Oh my god. He's not on Cameo. That's why we need Paramount to do it. You know what I'm saying? WD-40. The lead actress in that, I've seen her in Manhunt Unabomber. Hey, thank you, Misty. I am having a good night, yes. I've seen her in Manhunt Unabomber. And it feels like she's covering up an accent. She's Dutch, apparently. And I don't really... I don't really know what, like, a Dutch accent sounds like. So I'm not sure whether she just has that kind of voice and my brain's going, ah, that's the accent. Or whether there's something to it. The way she says Leland Townsend, it's like her tongue is curled up underneath or behind her teeth and kind of like meeting the hard palate. Like Leland Townsend, like that. Whoa, whoa. Well, I mean, she's Dutch. It's just I don't know if she even has a perceptible accent. Her name is Katja Herbers, I believe. Nope. She mentions a daffodil at one point. Does that do anything for you? Yeah, I mean, I can see that it's up there. I can't see how to get up there. Well, I could fall. That's a thought. I don't want to wait around for this. Anyway, Evil, you should watch it. It sucks. They're like advertising it like crazy right now. That's why I started watching it. Because I saw ads, and I don't really understand how the ads worked because I saw the ads and I was like, this looks terrible. So I started watching it. Maybe Sheriff. I have to go up here, right? Can I even get up there anymore? Oh, yes. There we go. I saw it. By the way, for what that's worth. Oh, that was a bad call grabbing that. Here's a surprise. This is the hardest one. Okay, so there's two more. That's gonna be fun to track down. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I didn't mess up a single one of them. When I pause buffered there. How about that? There's a horrible problem with Supersonic, which is that when you turn into him, the music becomes the invincibility music and it sucks. It's really repetitive and annoying. And if, like me, you use the insta-shield constantly, then you just don't have that option anymore. Interesting. I think the like level intros in this game are like masterpiece, like 16-bit set pieces. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like totally honest with you. This is speaking as a Sonic fan. I think the level design of these like 16-bit Sonics is a little like it's kind of whatever. It's like it makes sense because the levels are so huge and you just can't carefully craft every inch of a level that is like so giant that a 10-minute time limit matters, you know? I don't think you can anyway. I don't think it can be done. And this is a game that like it's all about the spectacle. And the level intros for like this and like Ice Cap, like Launch. Is it called Launch Base? The one that goes like go, 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 that one? Which one is that? I think it's Launch Base Zone. They're so cool. I cannot believe that I didn't get hit by those spikes. But can it handle its horizontal height? Food for thought. The other day, by which I mean 3 months ago, I was playing Sonic and Knuckles. And I noticed that the like drum beat in that, the beat is like Knuckles' theme. And then I was watching a YouTube channel where a guy does like music theory analysis of the Sonic music, and a lot of it is the Mega Drive Sonics. And he points that out. Ugh. Yeah, Alex Yard. Yep. Oh, shoot. I know like just enough about music theory that those channels are pretty interesting to me. That and Pat Finnerty. I like watching Pat Finnerty a lot, even though when he talks about theory, at times it goes a little over my head. Whoops. Oh, okay. So, are there any Pat Finnerty viewers here? Yeah, I like 8-bit music theory. I feel like I haven't seen it. Ooh, an 8-bit music theory video in a while. I don't know if they've been like posting less, or if somehow I convinced YouTube's discovery that I didn't want to see it, which would not have been on purpose. But Pat Finnerty, he does a very interesting series called What Makes This Song Stink? And he talks about, whenever he talks about theory, like he doesn't like getting too in the weeds of like really technical music theory thought or talk. So every time he does it, he says Beato. He goes like circle of fifths, Beato, like that sort of thing. And my friend was like, what's the video game equivalent of Beato? Is it like talking about Ludo narrative? Just using the word Ludo narrative a bunch or whatever. And I think that that's the case. I think if you were to make the video game version of Pat Finnerty's What Makes This Song Stink, first of all, you probably shouldn't bother because there's actually plenty of content out there dedicated to trashing on video games. But second, you would just, every time you said some kind of like Gama Sutra, like, yeah, you could say Game Feel too. Every time you said some kind of like Gama Sutra sort of, you know, video game or game design theory as explained by someone who's never designed a game in their lives, every time you did that, you would want to say Ludo narrative the exact same way that Pat Finnerty goes Beato. That's what I think. Oh my god, my eye is burning. It's like has it been renamed? All right, that's cool. What's it called now? Every time I talk shit, you know, my eye's like, hey, I know what you're up to, fucking jerk. Game developer. You mean all those people writing all that stupid shit on Gama Sutra were game designers? Like game developers? Is that real? There was a really odd, I'm sorry, man. I can't keep my eyes open. I don't know if the tracking is communicating just how much difficulty I'm having keeping my eyes open. Anyway, there was a review. I don't think it was on Gama Sutra, but it was at a time when I was, you know, a little frustrated with that kind of game analysis and criticism. There was a review of New Super Mario Brothers. I think it was actually like the IGN review. You want to not get hits on it? that was all about how it was the apotheosis of platformers. And for some reason, they used the words. They described the coins in New Super Mario Brothers as not easily snagged. In those exact words, I thank you, Sepasai. A Serlin second. Yeah, but they're like out of the way is what they were arguing. Like, oh, you want to find all the coins, you have to go out of your way and you have to really learn the levels and everything. Like on 3 separate occasions in one review, they described the coins in New Super Mario Brothers on the DS as not easily snagged. And I was complaining to my friend, my coworker at the ISP. I was in tech support. He was like a software developer about this because he thought that kind of stuff was kind of silly too. And I think he found the image in question, but he got on MS Paint and he made a picture of the title screen of a game called Easily Snagging Brothers. And it was just Mario and then a big line of coins leading right to a goal that was labeled goal. And I think about it all the time. I think about Easily Snagging Brothers. They're really slippery and fall out of Mario's hands. That might have been from the same really baffling article that I wish I could find again. And I swear it was Gama Sutra, which apparently is now called Game Developer Piano. And it was also about how Super Mario Brothers DS was like the best platformer ever made. And it was about platformers as a genre. And you know how like a lot of platformers have a little deal in the levels that you collect? You want to shoot ever? It doesn't shoot till you jump. Okay, thanks, Tails. Tails got my back. Is Easily Snagging Brothers Platformageddon eligible? I don't know. But anyway, it was really strange. Just all this sort of made up stuff about the platforming genre that seemed to be written from the perspective of someone who really only liked Mario. And fundamental to the platformer genre to this person was that you collect some little deal all the time in them. So in Mario, it's coins. In Sonic, it's rings. In Donkey Kong Country, it's the bananas. Dude, I am the worst at this. And their term for this, for the little deals that you collect in platformers, was tokens of finance. Isn't that strange? Why would you put it that way? Yes, what a nerd. I think I've perished. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, cool. Those are real spikes, not the fake one. That was pretty close. Woo! The game. That is a pretty silly site name. I like saw something on it that made me snicker, and I screenshotted the headline, but of course I didn't read the article. Tails has student debt? You will never find out if it's the greatest platformer of all time. I actually kind of want to play it. I remember being really disappointed in it. Tails is 8? But yeah, but you don't know. Go. So I have a 3DS that is capture modded. And so I've been thinking about 3DS and DS games that I can play. And been thinking about New Super Mario Brothers. So at the time, fuck me. At the time, there was a lot of hype about the game because it was a return to form for Mario. That it was often described in those exact words. And I got really excited for it for that reason. Thank God they let you get like 18 free hits at the beginning of the fight. I got really, really excited for it. And I pre-ordered the game, I think, which I never do. But I somehow got it in my head that it was going to sell out. I don't know what I was thinking. And I got it and I was instantly like, this is boring. And I got to thinking about it. Oh, no, I have Tails with me. And I think what I didn't want, or like, what I wanted was not a return to form for Super Mario Brothers, because when I was a kid, we didn't get the lost levels in the US, right? So every Mario sequel felt like really meaningfully different. You had 2 was nothing like 1. It was like just this incredibly looking, that's funny, incredible looking video game. And then 3 was like a lot more like 1 and also like a graphical triumph, you know. And then World was of course, like, it introduced saving your game, and the game felt huge, even if, you know, looking at it now, it's kind of like the same size as Mario 3. It was a whole lot of work to get a shield. I had to get a shield to get a different shield. And so, like, because I didn't have Sega consoles until after, like, Donkey Kong Country. So I sort of didn't understand that for a while Sega was, like, kind of eating Nintendo's lunch in the US market. And was a really serious competitor. Like, I always remembered them being a distant second, even if they weren't. And, no, don't go in the ring. Gotta go this way. So it kind of felt like every time a Mario game came out, Nintendo was, like, setting the standard. Like, you know, video games have been influenced by Mario 1 until this point, and now there's Mario 3. And everyone else is gonna rise to the occasion, and now I'm Supersonic. And, what the fuck is going on? I can never find my way through this level, dude. And so a return to form for a series that, from my perspective, which I think was not an uncommon one among among Nintendo kids. Broke the mold over and over again. Was like just kind of counter to what I wanted. You know what I mean? A meep of this song? No. We should just mute it. Wow. I think what it was is if you were a video game journalist when New Super Mario Brothers was new, then the game was catering to you, like pretty specifically to you. I think they just appreciated like that they were making, that Nintendo was making a game that they wanted to play again. What's wrong with Mario? Yeah. I mean, and the funny thing about that is, I actually think that that could have been a productive direction to go if they wanted to, like, make a Mario that legitimately felt new. Just forget that every other Mario game had happened. And then fill in the gaps with new ideas. And instead what it was is like, it feels like it is Mario 1 with the triple jump from Mario 64 and a couple extra power-ups. And like once the novelty of like, oh, there's a warp zone that skips you ahead several worlds and you can find it on your first playthrough wears off. For me personally, it was not what I wanted, you know? Yep, Mario games all look the same now, and the read that I have of that is I think Nintendo is terrified of taking chances with what needs to be their, like, their bread and butter, like, surefire hit franchise, you know? And that means that I don't know that innovation and, like, discovery and doing something new is, like, ever going to be part of the Mario series charm anymore. Okay. Well, Chris Pratt is a pretty big departure from, like, normal-ass Mario, I'll give you that. Pretty considerate of them to make this impossible to navigate. Yeah, there are. I'm legitimately stunned that they agreed to that. You know what I mean? I assume that's how it worked, is they were approached by the Rabbids developer. But maybe it is the other way. Maybe they approached the Rabbids developer and went, hey, can you make XCOM? I don't know anything about XCOM. I've just been told that those games are sort of similar to XCOM. I want to go this way. Every time I play this game, I get stuck right there trying to do exactly that. You guys don't like this song? This song is tight. What's wrong with this song? Oh dear. This isn't the one, is it? This is just one of these. That's the one that's probably meant to teach you that mechanic. So that they bring it back in Act 2 and you have any idea what to do. But I don't know anyone who understood that you have to press up and down there. It just jumped repeatedly until it worked. You think? Yeah. I'm just shocked that they would agree to that. To me, like, I don't know that, like, a crossover with a completely different franchise is quite what I want. I think it would be cool if they did new stuff with Mario. Made him look like he was made out of paper. I had to do that just to get this fucking shield. Wow. Is that what it is? Yeah, in some ways. To me, I don't like... I would love to see them revise Mario's character design. And they could do something totally new with it, like they did with Paper Mario. Or they could hew a little closer to the, like, really old school concept art, like from 3 and World. Which I feel like that's what they would do, because there's an element of safety in pandering to nostalgia, particularly of like, that demographic. They've been nuts about Mario 3 nostalgia for a while now. Like, they started putting the Tanuki suit and everything. They put Goomba's shoe in Mario Maker, which I really don't like. I think, here's how I feel, alright? This is me being Gama Sutra for a day, or the developer, or whatever it's called. I think everybody wishes that there were more Goomba's shoe segments in Mario 3, because there aren't. Mario 3 is a game with a strong sense of, like, novelty. Sheriff. Like, how do you make level gimmicks and, like, enemies and power-ups that feel novel? And they make... And part of that is you make all that stuff incredibly rare. Tails, you're gonna fuck this whole thing up, dude. And, when you start putting the Mario 3 stuff in, like, all of this other Mario crap, because you're just trying to get nostalgia dollars from people who grew up playing Mario 3, you kind of desacralize it, I think. Whoops. Probably not. Wait, this is Act 2? What happened to Act 1? Did I do it? You move so slow in this game. Ah, good one, Dot. Thank you. Oh yeah, the spring boss. Yeah, yeah. That was the wrong angle? What did Tails do? I heard him go boom, but I didn't see it. Oh, really? The intro? Oh, really? I saw him look at the camera and yawn. I like this game. I don't like this implementation of Supersonic. That's how he works in 2 also, isn't it? But that didn't have a double jump command. That's pretty important. Whereas it overlaps with the insta-shield in this. Oh, you just jump once? Why? That's even worse. Oh, I get it. It'd be funny if Tails had somehow landed on that before me. Fun fact, this was actually an unreleased song by Brad Boxer. This is called Hard Time. See ya, Sasha. Well, I know how to spell it. I know how to spell it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Just writing the name doesn't do me any good. Am I dead? I might be dead. I'm dead. Nope. Brad Blunseler. I made a Blunseler joke in drop stream, and I don't think they understood why I made it. They were claiming to have used a lot of insults just before a raid arrived, but that they wouldn't repeat them. So I said, the Blunseler of insults. Good job, Doc. Isn't this where there's a guy over here? Yeah. I don't know. What's this? Nothing. He's a fairy. I believe he was a songwriter who worked with Michael Jackson. Dude, there we go. No, you've been frozen. Whoops. Nice. Those are the same thing for me, Sepasai. I can only really use like my ergonomic office chair. Like, it's like the most expensive thing in my office, probably. Yeah, I've heard that. I got a lot of damn Sonics, you know that? Hey, thanks, Jed. Anyway, yeah, there are videos by a channel named Alex Yard Zone, I think. It is a person named Alex Yard. It might be Alex Yard and Knuckles or something. They're just about like music theory and video game songs. And they're always really interesting, and a lot of them are about Sonic, but not all of them. It's like a Banjo-Kazooie one. I should probably drink this, huh? You know, I like those too, Petty. I think I've told this story before. Oh, that was my first death, man. That's pretty late in the game. I think I've told this story before. How when I studied abroad in Japan, they had us stay with host families, and my host dad was like, see, here's how this worked, all right? We were in a town, kind of a small town, and I went out and I made friends. The guy who ran a karaoke place, and he knew everyone in town because he was in his late 40s, I think, and he lived there off and on most of his life. So I came in, you know, and I did a little bit of karaoke, and then we chatted a bit, which he liked to do. And he was like, so who's your host family anyway? Who are you staying with? And I told him, he's like, holy shit, I'm sorry. He's like, that guy is such a hard ass. He's such a fucking bummer. Because he was like a big deal dude in town. He was rich and kind of strict. And that was how everyone around town knew that guy. To me, he was just this nice dude that let me stay in his house. And like, I did register that he was like a little strict, but like not excessively. You better not, Knuckles. That's not Knuckles, that's Tails. And I was playing my guitar that I brought with me. Okay. I was playing my guitar that I brought with me. And I was playing, you know this song? It's used as the first ending song or ending theme of His and Her Circumstances. I was playing that. If you didn't know, that's a famous pop song from like the early 70s or maybe even the late 60s. It's old. Yeah, this is Vanilla. And he heard it and he's like, wait, are you playing what I think you're playing? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, where did you even hear this? And I was not about to tell this guy, well, I really like this anime. So I was like, I don't know, it's just that my teacher had us listen to it in class. And he's like, really, do you know like a lot of Japanese music? And I said, yeah. And so he like showed me his CD collection, which he was over 60, I think. We had a lot of like relatively old music. Also, a lot of it I was familiar with anyway, for some reason. And included in there was Dreams Come True. And that was another situation where like I didn't inform him, like, yes, I know that because that guy did the music for Sonic the Hedgehog. So he's like, do you recognize any of these? And I'm like, oh yeah, well, I know Dreams Come True. And he's like, you know Dreams Come True? Hey, Lizard, how are you? And so he was like, well, we got to go listen to this. So he took all like his 4 or 5 Dreams Come True CDs. It was however many they released, because I think they broke up because one of them was caught with drugs or something. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it was just somebody leaving the band. And loaded them all up into his car. And then we went, he went driving through the mountains We were listening to Dreams Come True and Simon and Garfunkel the whole time. Is it the same lineup though, Petty? Do you know? Yeah, he actually was like a little bit of a hard ass. to be honest. I know why people said that, but a lot of that was just how he wanted people to see him, you know what I mean? And there's a shit, I don't remember this guy's name. He was in a band called Off Course, I think is the name of the band. Do you know that band? Japanese band, Off Course. Oda Kazumasa is his name. Really famous singer. And I think it's this guy, but it might have been a different, similar singer who did like a solo album that was nothing but covers of whoa! Famous songs sung by women. And so one of those songs came on, and I was like, and I was hanging out with the karaoke bar friend again. And I was like, hey, I know this song. And he's like, what? You know this song? Where did you hear that? And I, without thinking, I was like, my host dad listened to it. And he's like, what? And then they all had a chuckle about it. So I think I accidentally revealed something that man would have preferred to keep private. It was so funny. I like how these like alarms just spawn a single bird. Yeah, that ought to take care of it. It's not Oda Kazumasa though. It's another. This is going to be bothering me. Who did the song Kotoba ni Dekinai? That's Oda Kazumasa, isn't it? How do you get in here? Farm infinite lives. Well, I don't know. I only have 16. Whoop. Whoop. Wikipedia says yes. To what? To what? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Well, then it wasn't him. It wasn't the Kotoba ni Dekinai guy either. This is gonna bother me so much. It's a famous Japanese pop singer. He did an album that was nothing but covers of famous songs from female artists. Hey, Faze. This is your favorite Sonic game? I think... No, different one. He also did that. That's where, shit, what is that? What is that song? It's called like Atsukunare or something, isn't it? It's from. Woo, woo! They're kind of all in the same box to me, all the Sonics. I think I might like and Knuckles a little less than 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Yeah, Metropolis Zone is like kind of a downer because it's so long. It's just sort of annoying, like. You spend a lot of time like ascending those like. It's like a washer, isn't it? On like a threaded deal. You know what I'm talking about? You just run in place and and the like screw thing ascends. S3 and K. Yeah, it's good. It's just really long. Shit. Oh, good dodge dot. No. Yeah, Mania's a little less annoying in its level design than this game is. So what are you supposed to do? I never remember this. Out here. It's... I can't believe how fucking annoying the enemy placement is in Metropolis. I almost called it Horseshit Zone because I was looking at what you just said. Yeah, I kind of like the level, but it doesn't need to be 3 acts long. What's going on there? Like, there were going to be 2 levels, and one of them was like Genocide City Zone or something, and they got collapsed into one. And so that's why it is theorized that that is why Metropolis is 3 acts long, because it was sort of taking the place of 2 levels. I mean, honestly, they could have gotten away with that because not enough of the kids playing would have known what that meant. But it was probably a wise decision not call it that. I did not realize I had 50 rings. I wonder just how much, like, 90s moral panic, like parental outrage there was over stuff like that. You always heard about it in the 90s, that, oh, parents were upset about video games because they were too violent and they were, like, rotting kids' minds and stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, like, I was pretty fucking young to be playing Mortal Kombat, but I still got to do it. And I think I only had like one friend whose parents didn't let them play Mortal Kombat, although we didn't. We just didn't tell. He like came over to our house, and of course we were gonna play Mario or Mortal Kombat. Dope. Yeah, I got pretty mad at Mortal Kombat once, and because the AI is so fucking... And my parents like put it on the fridge, which of course I couldn't reach up there. So I didn't get to play Mortal Kombat for a couple days. I got the impression that it was maybe a little more of a TV phenomenon than something that meaningful numbers of people were concerned about. Oh, now you can't reach the top of the fridge now either, Dot, right? Am I right? Mini Dot was canon. I don't know how to explain to you. I used to be a child. This is actually true for everybody, almost. Almost. What the hell does that mean? Oh, jeez. I want those. Can you? You can't? I wanted those. Some of us are just born old. Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I also just don't remember hearing it that often. I think the first one comes out of the bottom. Nope. The first one comes out of the top. Yeah. I remember a lot of hand-wringing about Mortal Kombat specifically, and also, of course, Night Trap, which anyone who's seen that game knows that's bizarre. You know. The Super Scope and the Menacer. Yeah, I remember first-person shooters. There were some friends who, like, their parents wouldn't let them play them. And there was one Night Trap. There's something going on with Night Trap. I don't really remember. There was one who, thank you, Lizard. Yeah, I definitely the thing that made issues for me was wearing around classmates. It's kind of funny because I swore at school and I got into trouble for it. My parents were like, we want you to know that your children said shit. Do you have any idea where they could have picked up this language? And my mom just went, they heard it at home. And they were like, she said it was just like totally disarming. Like, they appreciated how she didn't try to BS them. But I do remember parents being a little, like my friends' parents being a little nervous about Doom. There was one friend of mine who was into video games, and so he wanted to try Doom because I was always raving about it. I died, by the way. And this is like one of the worst placed checkpoints. And his dad like wasn't sure it was okay, so he had me come over and install the shareware and like play a little bit of it so he could watch it. He's like, yeah, all right, Evan can play this, it's fine. Yeah, I used cheat codes in Doom 2. Actually, Doom 2 was so much harder than Doom 1 for me that I kind of didn't like it that much. Like, I thought it was awesome, but it was just like, I was just like, I just can't beat this fucking thing. Because, you know, none of us thought to use the mouse back then, even though the manual said, you should try the mouse, it's really good. And when you're keyboarding and you're dealing with like revenants and especially mancubuses do incredible damage. Incredible damage. And when you're using the keyboard for everything and you're also a kid, it's like, this is too hard. Yeah. So, nah, Doom 2's good. You just gotta... I love Archviles. I love every Doom 2 exclusive enemy. But I love Arachnotrons the least. I think the insta-shield saved me from getting hit. There's like 2 frames of invincibility on it or something. What is this link? I can't click that. Yeah, Mancubuses did do so much damage. And if you can't move around, because you're on a keyboard and your 486 like isn't quite beefy enough to run Doom 2. And like they're just this enemy that occasionally one-shots you. This is the Dead from 2001. Fuck. I kind of like this boss. I don't anymore. For a second, I thought you said the breaded curtain, and it's like, what? Oh, nuts. Oh, jeez. There we go. Can I do a Bubsy voice? I don't know what Bubsy sounds like. If he sounds like Lickitung, I can. But I can only say Lickitung in a Bubsy voice. And only if Bubsy sounds exactly like Lickitung. Does that help? Woo! Thank you, Jet. I did it. I won. I cannot, no. Thank you, Sheriff. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. There goes the Death Star. What is that thing called? The Death Egg? Yeah, I only died twice. That definitely helps. Anyway, you got to hear my stories about listening to Simon and Garfunkel and really girly pop songs in the mountains in Japan with one of the most intimidating men in town. You know? Oh, he's a programmer, huh? I've never known like what his role is beyond he like directed those games, didn't he, or something? Oh man, this is so nice. My thumb doesn't hurt at all because I used my middle index and ring fingers to play the whole game. Yeah, I am. This song's weird. I think I want to do my normal Milpo. I think I want to do my normal streaming schedule this week. I think so, Terathiel. I read that like Diana Fornazier, like Color a Dinosaur. Yeah. Yeah, like an arcade stick. Yep. And that's why the more compact button layout of the 6-button controller doesn't appeal to me as much. The top buttons in particular are really hard to hit if you're not using your thumb. Well, I won. Can you not pick this if you don't have a second deal in the guy? I guess you can. Fuck, what's the point of this? Why do they let you do this without an opponent? I thought there would be like an AI opponent or something. Did I just get like lead shoes or something? It's weird having a Knuckles that can yield. I miss the Sonic 2 version of this where they just had the console run in that really rare high-res mode. This is neat enough, I guess. This part of the song is good. I just wanted to hear the like versus mode songs because I haven't heard them since like 1994. Sheriff, did we get this the same year it came out? Do you know? I feel like you would remember when exactly we got this game. This song is so good. You were one. You probably didn't get Sonic then. They fucked up and made this part really hard. Hey, Witchy Gal, thank you. How are you? You missed it. I beat Sonic 3. I'm just messing around with this 2-player mode. Apparently you can play single player also. Hey Raiders, what was Witchy Gal up to? Your first console was the GameCube? Yeah, me too. Thanks for the follow. You buy that? You believe that? Me too. I didn't have a console until the PS3. Actually. Yeah, you can. Oh, there's a story there. The follow alert is usually silent. Did you just hold right for this one? I don't think they thought this one through. But occasionally it plays that voice clip, which I don't know. Have you ever played Atelier Ryza? When you talk to Ryza's mom, she makes that noise. And I was like trying the game out on stream, and she made that noise, and I was like, oh my god, that has to be an alert. And that was what we decided, was that we would make it a rare follow alert. But Streamlabs' idea of what constitutes rare is a little silly. Thank you, Sheriff. So the most consecutive rare follow alerts we've gotten is 37. But usually it'll be like it'll go off twice in a row and then you won't see it again for another 20 follows. Yeah, air quotes you can see from space. Ryza is a good game, yeah. I wish I could like find more time to play like modern games. I thought about doing it on stream, but frankly, that's not what a lot of people come here for, so that would be a for me thing, you know? Wow, I beat player 2. Imagine that. Oh, man. Well, normally there would be a raffle after this, but you want me to play Wizardry? I kind of want me to play Wizardry too. Tonight we're not doing a raffle. If anyone here is not familiar with this whole Monday gimmick, I'll explain it. I have a kind of narrow definition of what constitutes an action platformer, as opposed to a like traditional platformer, like a Mario style kind of game. So it has to have a dedicated attack button on the ground, few other stipulations. And so I put them all in a list. There's what, 480 something of them? Yeah, that number's not quite right. It's a little lower than that. I really want to play the Atelier games, Evolving Hunger. But then we have a system where a bot narrows it down to 5 games. Oh my gosh, my elbow. And then every time I beat a game, we run a raffle, and the raffle winner picks which of those 5 is going to be the next game. But there's another way to do this, or to pick games where we used to do a streamer bingo thing where you had a little bingo card that you would fill out when things happen, like me getting jump scared by my notifications and stuff. And if you won that, you would get to pick from the list for free, not through winning a raffle. And I realize these are all like boring details, but I kind of didn't put that together until I started talking. So people who pick games by winning the raffle, they're not removed from the raffle winners list, or the potential raffle winners list. And also, we don't run a raffle after those games end, because then we would build a gigantic backlog. So I'm going to review the game and then maybe say a few words and then cut stream. Normally, we would run a raffle and then someone would get to pick the next game, but that's not happening tonight because Sonic 3 was selected because Sheriff Ram won the streamer bingo. Now then, there is a traditional soundtrack for the reviews. Let me load that up. Okay, so which wizardry is like fun to watch, Boogie-goon? Like which version? Let's say I wanted to play a version of Wizardry 1, or do I not want to do that? Yo, Johnny Bazooka Tone is fun. I know nobody likes it, and I know they're right, but I kind of got Johnny pilled playing that game. It actually did get replaced, though. Because it's really more of a puzzle game than an action platformer. And so, like, I want to beat it on its own terms. This was like what, like Taz in Escape from Mars. Oh, you don't like that? Oh, we haven't done that one yet. So this was the 30th pick, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Finally getting to it almost 2 months later. All right, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Like, it looks like it sucks, but it looks like there's something there, right? Monday. All right, difficulty. What is this, like a 3? Because the spreadsheet hadn't been updated yet. Actually, if you run next game now, it will probably work correctly. Let's see, difficulty 1 through 10. I'm gonna give it a 3. It's not like literally the easiest game in the world. And like, I played Sonic 3 a million times, so sure, I only died twice, but I played a lot of Sonic 3, so. Oh, that still says PlayStation 1996. Let's fix that. It is actually Genesis. And it's from 1994. So you might see this Taz and Escape from Mars game later this week, possibly during the day rather than at the evening. Yeah, Metal Warriors was hard. That's a tough game. I didn't finish Super Alfred Chicken, that's the thing. I will review it. Maybe we can do a different tab of the review sheet or a different sheet of the review spreadsheet, whatever the term is, for games that got flushed but that I still completed. Like, I'm not going to beat Rocky Rodent, I'm sorry. That wasn't no fun. The game with the incredibly long title, 53 Stations of the Tokaido, or Kanshaku Damanage Kantaro no Tokaido 53 Tsugi. My pitch accent was off there. Pitch accent was always a problem for me, even when I was good at Japanese. Used to be, I would like I would speak to people on the phone in Japan, and occasionally they would ask like what kanji do you use to write your name? And I'd be like, that's flattering. And then once they know I'm not Japanese, then they could hear the flaws in my accent and everything, but it passed muster until they knew to look out for stuff. That is not the case anymore. If you're good at Japanese now, don't stop practicing or you will not remain good at Japanese. It's my advice to you. Graphics 9, 8, 9, 8. This is tough. It's got good backgrounds. I think the new interface is less charming than Sonic 2, but I'm also glad that it's not just the Sonic 2 interface again. You know what I mean? Like with the... No, there's not. Because of the do. Well, no, there would be ways. It would be like Hateji, though. I think the Sonic sprites suck. Everything else is like... In general, it's just less charming than Sonic 2 to me. It's too difficult not to compare it to 1 and 2, which I think are great looking games and maybe have a little more like artistry to them. Music or sounds a 10 because of the music. This is one of my favorite video game soundtracks, so I think anyone could have seen that coming. Fun's like an 8 or a 7. What's this? This was a 7. What is this? Bonk's Adventure. Is it less fun than Bonk's Adventure? Is it more fun? What's another? Here's an 8. Biomiracle. Biomiracle's not that fun. This rating is kind of inflated, but they all are. What's this? Mega Man 7. It's about where Mega Man 7 is. We'll call it a low 8. Atmosphere. What does atmosphere mean? We should just get rid of this. This just exists so I could give Metal Warriors another 10. They are, yeah. Angel Island looks like a mess. At the time, I thought Angel Island looked like a mess. I remember this. Sonic 3 came out after Donkey Kong Country, right? Donkey Kong Country release date. No, it didn't. Wow, Sonic 3 came out before Donkey Kong Country? That's wild. Atmosphere, I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's got all, like I said, it's got the subtle storytelling, like the canon at the end of Carnival Night and the snowboarding sequence and the like, you just rocket down into Hydrocity and Marble Garden, you know? They both came out before Donkey Kong Country then. Donkey Kong Country came out in November. Yeah, I don't know. It's really impressive on that front. In this category that I was just saying is fake. This gets a 7 for Tails. That's just the truth about life. All right, here we go. We got a review. Almost everybody has expressed puzzlement at Sonic 3's inclusion in Platformageddon, as the criteria are quite restrictive, and I understand, but I think the spin dash is close enough to... I hate this song. Tails is a 7. Don't put it that way. That's not what I meant. Tails is a 7. Hey, this is the wrong damn Sorcerian soundtrack. Let's get the real one in here. The rest of the game weighs it down to a 7. Close enough to a dedicated ground attack button. This doesn't need quotes to justify it, especially since the rules are completely arbitrary and artificial, and I wanted an excuse to play Sonic 3 for the 400th time. I've come around on this game, which used to be a distant third behind, which used to be a distant third to Sonic 1 and 2, because I remember it having exceptionally annoying level design. Springs and spikes popping out of the ground. From completely unmarked and poorly signposted locations that exist solely to prank you. I have since played the Mega Drive Sonic series in its entirety in back to back in its entirety no fewer than 3 times. I'm playing, and in that context, the game's gachas simply don't stand out. This game is no more or less annoying. Yeah, sure. Annoying than the other 2D. No, I should say 16-bit. Because Sonic Mania is a little less. It's like, hey, guess what? And you get hit. than the other 16-bit Sonic games. Thank you, anonymous cheerer. Thank you. That's a lot. That's such a good cheer mode too. I've never seen this one before with the little ghost. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed what you're seeing enough to support. More or less annoying than the other 16-bit Sonic games. You could read this two ways. Either Sonic 3 isn't as bad as I remembered, or Sonics 1 and 2 aren't as good as I remembered. Both of these things are true. I think it's a necessary evil when you're creating giant levels. Scaled for a 10-minute time limit. But I wouldn't say level design in the traditional sense is the strong point of the Sonic series. Thank you, Sharon. That's like the funniest one. Is that the Vampire Hunter credit noise? That's not Savior, is it? Maybe they're the same noise. I don't know. The strength, to me, the Mega Drive Sonics, I don't know why I can't capitalize that. Shine, exceed, excel in charm, and for lack of a better term, set pieces. Think loops, corkscrew platforms, etc. And Sonic 3 is a bit of a mixed bag here as well. Thank you, Perrine. Yeah, I'm sorry. This isn't a raffle because it was a bingo game. So if we ran raffles after bingo games, we'd end up getting a big backlog pretty quickly. I probably should have put that somewhere on the layout. Bit of a mixed bag here as well. Its zone and act transition cutscenes are particularly sophisticated. And thrilling, there's a word. But I think the look of the game is a downgrade from the first two on the whole. The graphical fidelity has possibly changed for the worse as the game punches increasingly higher. It runs into the palette. Don't tell me I'm Googling it. Yeah, 1L. The palette limitations of the Mega Drive and I don't find Sonic's new 3D slash claymation sprites to be quite as charming as his look in the first two games. But you can't, I can't deny that the set pieces are among the most creative of the Mega Drive games. Hey, thank you, Andy. Enjoy your emotes. And though it's been said a million times before, the music really is as good as they say. Put this back here. Those are kind of all the same idea, you know? I think the Insta-Shield, blue spheres, and changes to tails are also what I'm looking for a better word than significant improvements. I'm just saying improvements on the previous game. Although I don't appreciate supersonic in either Sonic 2 or 3. I feel as though I'm being punished for collecting all the Chaos Emeralds, as I can't use the very fun Insta-Shield attack without completely ruining the music. All in all, this is a great game, and I feel fortunate that I've come around on the Mega Drive Sonics. I used to be a bit of a hater. Boom. This is where we would normally run a raffle, but we're not doing that tonight because we don't want to mess up the pace of the Platformageddon project, but at least we knocked a game out. So now our backlog is almost normal. I need to beat Super Alfred Chicken, which is a mess of a video game. But I guess that covers it. I'm sorry we ended on that kind of weird note where I just wrote a rambling review and then we didn't do the usual end of stream the usual end of stream ritual, but at least it happened. So it's good to be back. Not that I was ever like super gone, to be honest. Jed, that's really good timing, honestly. Did it just come off cooldown or were you sniping me? So I want to go back to streaming at least 3 times a week. I don't want to push it too hard because my thumb is clearly still not 100%. But I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know if... What, Emily? Oh, the tail. Yeah, whoops. There we go. Yeah, nothing but Mega Drive games. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But that's going to do it for tonight. I don't know if I want to finish Final Fantasy VI. I mean, I do, but I was kind of thinking about doing that on Saturdays. Maybe getting into the habit of doing JRPGs on Saturdays. Who's on? Oh, I know. Apparently Clavio is maybe playing Battletoads later. She's doing like a Q&A thing first. But I do like Battletoads. I think you guys all know Clavio by now. She's a very nice and very entertaining retro streamer. So been watching her a lot lately. And I hope to watch her tonight. But I do have to get food sorted out and everything, so we'll see. I'll be back probably tomorrow. Don't hold me to it. It's going to depend on the condition of my thumb and everything. But thank you for tuning in. Especially, I know I kind of was short notice that I was actually doing video games tonight instead of just chatting. But hey, that's life. All right, I'm going to hit the raid button. See you later, everybody.